Alright, moving on to the bedroom. All the linens are included. This is a brand new down comforter. 4 European shaped pillows with pillowcases, which are actually hard to find. Walmart has them. We've got a clothes hanger over here. If you want to put a TV there, this is where you would screw it in. And behind this clothes rack, I don't watch TV, so I put a clothes rack there, but you can put a TV there, and then all your plugins are there, and another little hook. And then this is where your antenna and everything is. There are vents throughout, and this place heats up fast, and it cools down fast. There's only one heater and one air conditioner. The heater is 35,000 BTUs. The air conditioner cranks this place down to 60 degrees in like 10 minutes, so it's fast. What I usually do is close the vents in the garage so that just the main area is being heated or cooled, and that saves on a lot of the power and a lot of the gas and everything. I grip matted the whole place, every room, so that way if you have things you want to put on your dresser, then they won't slide around while you're moving. So that's on every single surface. There's your doorbell right there. We've got little cup holders that fold up. The other one is folded up. And tissue holder, outlets, tons of storage in here. I'll show you a couple of the cabinets just so you can see inside. Now this one I made a little bit different. This is kind of like a safe. This is your key. It's a magnet, and you go up against there, and that releases it. I can't do it with my hand here. Okay. So that's just a little magnetized deal there, and that's good for a little safety, and nobody knows. You can't open it unless you have a magnet, which no one would really know to do except you. So there's a lot of storage in here. You've got mirrors, full-length mirrors, and closets ×2. Same thing over there. Little shoe organizer for you. And then when you lift up here, you can see tons of storage underneath the bed, and a laundry hamper. Windows, this is an emergency window, and every room has one, but they all work the same. And these slide up and slide down and stay wherever you left them. So those are nice and tight. So there's your bedroom. And the bedroom, as I said, is accessible through the bathroom and through the other hallway here. The carpets are not worn, they look nice, they've been vacuumed and maintained. Here's your heating panel, just like at home. You can program it to do its thing when you're not here, if you're a 9-to-5er. I'm not a 9-to-5er, so I just have it set on 65 permanently, so that's just the temperature that I'm comfortable at. So whether that's the furnace or the air conditioning, it's going to automatically do that by itself. Here's your slide switch right there, and your vent fan for your kitchen ceiling right there. That way if you're cooking, you can open that as well for a little bit more ventilation. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we've got the garage utility area. And you will notice also that I put a power strip across here. That is to provide power to this area where instead of having a 3-person couch, I took the middle piece out, which I'll give you as well, so you can put this back to its original grandeur. But I like to have a little desk area, and it's nice to have a little table for random things and office things. So little chair folds up, but it stays. You don't have to fold it up. But the power goes into this little box, and all the cords are wrapped in there, which is nice, and they're all color coded, so you don't really notice the cord color too much. And that way your cords don't get wrapped up, and you have power over here in your desk area. There are no outlets in the slides. There are LED lights throughout in the ceiling, and all different switches for different combinations and levels of light that you want. The couch is fully reclined to flat. You could sleep on the thing, totally horizontal. And these little pull tabs right here are what do it. And you pull that, and then it goes to the sitting position, and then if you push back when you're in it, it'll recline all the way down. Boom. So that's like 3/4 the way down. So there's 3 pieces just like that. They all recline. The desk was something that I put in, but you can put it back if you want to. Those come out real easily. So then going back into the garage area here, we've got a second spare tire, which is nice just in case you ever go through Death Valley and it's 120 degrees and you get 2 flats in the desert. You don't want to be caught with that one. So live and learn. I put a second one in here for you. And that was before I had the tire minder, so it may not be necessary now, but you got extra hardware. So there are 2 beds. There's one up top here, and that comes down to about half height, and then the bottom one folds right over, and you can sleep on the bottom one or the top one or both if you have a lot of guests. And all you do is press this button right here. They're on hydraulics, and I'll just press it real quick. See, it starts lifting them up. Boom. And then back down. So there's that. And there is a mosquito pull down screen there. So that way you can sit in here in comfort in Florida and not get eaten by mosquitoes. I did upgrade the TV. Well, I put a new TV in. So this is a second TV. And what I like to do is I like to put Chromecast on both TVs and then have them both running the same thing. If it's the game or if it's a movie and you want to move around or be outside and you got kids and the whole deal, you've got 2 TVs both running the same thing simultaneously. Or if this is the kids' room, cartoons in here, and you can HDMI it to a laptop or an iPad or whatever you want, or just Chromecast it from your phone, and you can have, you know, cartoons for the kids in here and then a movie for you guys in there, off Netflix, whatever you want. But there is a second TV in here, which is nice. There are vents right here and one down there that you can open if you have a motorcycle or something in here, or if it's just really hot and you don't want to turn on the AC. As I said, these little vents right here I close because I'm not really hanging out back here, and that way you don't have to air condition or heat back here, and it makes it that much more efficient in the rest of the rig. I did put a new washer in here just about 2 months ago. This is a Splendide, brand new, whip-de-doo, top of the line, everything. I usually keep it on the quick one right here, which I labeled, and all you have to do is press the button, put a a load in there, press the button. Takes about an hour, uses 6 gallons of water, and it washes and dries. Really, really nice little unit. I wish I had one for my house, honestly. There's diamond plating all around, 2 feet up, so you don't scratch your walls. There's a little stool so you can reach everything throughout the rig for short folks and for when you're trying to hit that ceiling plug or what have you. I forgot to tell you about the audio visual system here. There's a stereo that's wired throughout the place. It has 3 channels, one outside, one in the main cabin here, and then one in the back room. So you can choose A, B, or C, or all 3, or any combination of them, depending on where you want the music. And you would just plug in your phone, or you can Bluetooth it to here. You just power that on, press the Bluetooth button, and your Pandora will go throughout the whole rig, or outside if you're having a party, whatever you want. There's all your remotes. These TVs both come out. You can just pull on them and they yank out and they angle, both of them. So each one of those is an upgrade. They came with the stable ones, but I like to be able to angle it, so that's kind of nice. Back to the garage. We have lighting options throughout. A little LED light here, there, those are button push, and then the switch on the wall is going to operate the ceiling lights. And then the other switch on the wall has an LED light out back. When you take this down and use it as a patio, you're going to have LED lights out there, which is nice. Now I have 2 sets of cables, so you have an extra set of cables right there, and I also have 2 sets of rails. Just in case the first set ever breaks, you've got a second set. Those are inside. I don't have them on here right now. But those stay on if you want to permanently. Just if you're going to use it as a loading ramp, which I usually do, and I'm not using the deck, I just take those off because I don't want to have to fold them up and down every time I want to load and unload. But if you're only loading and unloading every once in a while and you're mostly going to use it as a deck, just leave the rails on. Okay, so accessories. We have a lot of accessories that I'm going to include. I am done RVing for a while, so I don't need this stuff and I don't feel like selling it on Craigslist, so I'm including everything in the price. These are all the little odds and ends that you're going to need. You've got your water hose for your outdoor shower. That is a very specific connector. It was like $40. It didn't come with the rig. Also, the actual shower piece is out there, and you can double that. It has a lot of functions. You can use it as a sprayer for washing your car or rig, whatever you want. It also comes with a heated hose. These are 150 bucks, and I've only used it a couple times. So that's just basically a brand new heated hose. You just plug that in into the rig and you don't have to worry, or actually you plug it in right where you plug in your water. So there's always power to it, and that way you don't have anything freeze from the source to the rig. You've got a 50 amp cable, which is what this thing runs on. You've got a 30 amp cable, and then your 110 for your standard household. So I have all the adapters. You can run this rig on all three. This is a $500 Progressive Industries surge protector. You would plug this right in wherever you're going to be at the campground, because a lot of them are crappy across the country and they have power surges and they'll fry your electric system. And on a brand new beautiful rig like this, you don't want that to happen just because somebody didn't want to update their wiring. Here's your 30 amp adapter, and then there's your 50 amp to 110 adapter. So you've got all the adapters you could possibly want. Here's a moisture meter. I always keep one of those handy to make sure that there's no moisture damage. You know, maybe every 6 months I'll just check the walls and make sure if there is any moisture, then you get that taken care of. I've never had that problem. Wouldn't expect it in this rig, but it's just something that in the literature you will find is recommended. Just some extra little odds and ends for you that I never got a chance to install. And then this is an extra fender. As I said, I've gone through a couple of them. I figured out how not to keep going through them, but if either one of those fenders breaks, this is a nice replacement for that. I don't think I missed anything. If you have any questions, once again, my name is RJ Williams Jr. My email is rjwilliams32@gmail.com, and I am selling this rig for $40,000 with everything I talked about and the warranty. And the warranty is 6 years. You've still got 5 years left on it. And here's the tire minder. So that's Bluetooth. That just, you know, you attach it to these go right on your valve stems, and then it Bluetooths, well, it radio signals itself, and then this goes inside the rig, or inside your truck, and then that connects to your phone. Basically you get an app and it'll tell you if you have any problems with the tires. So once again, this is the 2015 Spartan Toy Hauler 3210, $40,000. I need to sell it by the end of this month. I am leaving the country for a year, and the reason I'm selling it is to get spending money to travel abroad. So come buy it. Thanks for your time.